Welcome back. Straight off your roads, like we promised you. You know, we've seen so many videos on our WhatsApp groups and social media of people getting mugged, you know, at the ATM. You're trying to conduct your business and leave, and all of a sudden somebody has their hand across your neck, steals your money, steals your wallet. And this is increasingly becoming a trend. And that's why we decided today we're going to talk about self-defense. And it couldn't have been done any better because we have Yuli G from Sakura Martial Arts. And we're talking about Shadow Krav Maga. And this really is all about defending yourself in such moments. Thank you so much, Yuli, for coming through.
Good morning.
Good morning. And let's start off first with the outfit before we even go to anything else, because I'm looking at this outfit. You told me it's called a hakama.
The pants is called hakama. It's coming from the old past, from the samurai period. Before the samurai became very popular, they was also using metallic helmets. They was riding on the horses and fighting with metallic helmets. So the metallic helmets was completely damaging the skin, damaging the body, because you're jumping, you're fighting. So then they started to wear hakama under the metallic helmets.
All right.
Later on, it became also a traditional thing. Some people wearing the hakama also to hide the legs, because when you're fighting, you can read the body language of the opponent during the fight according to his steps. So the hakama is very long. It's hiding the step, hiding the foots. Sometimes you can't see the kick is coming.
Okay, okay. And it's a very interesting outfit. I can also see you have a
Toby shoes.
Interesting pair of shoes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Tabi shoes. It's basically ninja shoes. As you can see, it's a special design. It's unique. It's very comfortable.
Okay, okay. And now, off the outfit, let's talk about Krav Maga for a second, because very many people get confused exactly what Shadow Krav Maga is and where it's used. Because you told me it's primarily for self-defense.
Well, the Krav Maga was created for Israeli military. There's nothing to do original Krav Maga for this uniform. Krav Maga was established, as I told, to Israeli military for contact combat and self-defense for special units. Krav Maga is based on different martial arts. We're doing Shadow Krav Maga, and the founder of Shadow Krav Maga is Master David Haliva. He's coming from ninjutsu. He's ninja. So that's why basically we're also wearing this kind of clothes, because we focusing a bit to the ninjutsu side. Okay. Also, Shadow Krav Maga is focusing on the fact that we should stop any aggression without increasing the aggression.
Okay.
And this is what's about it.
Okay. And also, when it comes to Krav Maga, because very many people also with the New Year have this whole thing of New Year, I want to be fit, I want to be a fitter me, healthier me. Is Krav Maga also used primarily just for fitness? The way some people do boxing for fitness, but they'll never fight.
Yes, correct. Actually, I'm not teaching people how to fight. I'm teaching people how to defend. If we're talking about the civilian part of the Shadow Krav Maga. I have students who lost weight during the sessions. It's also good for cardio, of course. I'm also training disabled people. One of my students who don't have one arm, and still Shadow is good for him, because Shadow is for everybody.
Okay, and I'm assuming, because very many people wonder, once you enter into Krav Maga, because with like other martial arts, there's a grading system you'll start with a white belt and go all the way to black. Is it the same thing with Krav Maga?
Yes, we do have belts, we do have exams. Honestly, if you're going again back to the history, to any martial arts, there was no belt. There was only white belt, and you, when you're training the whole of your life, and you're sweating, you're working hard, the white belt became black belt. So this was the original.
From white,
yes.
You go to black.
You're not going to black. Your white belt became black belt from the years of
training.
Yes. Today, most of the schools around the world putting the black system because they want to engage the students. The students want to feel, okay, I've done A, B, C, D. Now I want to get something. It's like more like promotion.
Okay, okay. And because very many people, I'm sure, ask you this. How long does it take for one to start off as a white belt in January doing Krav Maga? How long would it take for someone to get to a black belt?
Around 8 to 9 years.
8 to 9 years?
Yes. If you want to do it in a real way and not just to go and buy for yourself diploma or black belt, it's around 8 to 9 years.
Wow, so that's, it seems like it's very intense.
Yes.
And when it comes to even the examinations of the grading from one grade to another, from one belt to another, how does that work? What's the examination process like?
Okay, all the students who's coming to my school, they're training around 6 months, and then you're coming for the first exam. During the 6 months, you're getting very good basic skills, because we believe that without basic, you cannot move forward. So during these 6 months, you're learning how to defend yourself from grabbing, choking, punching. We're teaching how to kick, how to walk on the ground, women's self-defense, basic self-defense against knife attack. So all this included in the first 6 months. We're also working with swords. We have bokken. It's a wooden copy of katana. Katana is Japanese sword. So also working with bokkens.
Okay. And so once you come there, by the time you're done with your first year of Krav Maga, even if somebody were to attack you with a knife, you'd be able to defend yourself in such an instance?
It's a good question. Not everybody will be able to defend himself, because fear is still there. But definitely I can tell you that students who are coming to any martial arts, not only Krav Maga, they're getting more confidence. If you're taking somebody, personality, he never done any martial arts, in terms of a situation where he's under attack, he might make wrong things that can cause him life. If you're doing some martial arts, just a bit, even a few lessons, he learning, and especially in our courses, I'm teaching people how to stay cool down, how not to be in panic, because this is most important thing. I'm also saying it's not that now you're doing Krav Maga, always go to fight. Absolutely not. I'm saying if you can avoid the fight, avoid the fight. If you have robbery situation, maybe sometimes it's just to give her your wallet.
And just make sure...
Don't make funny things. Don't try to be a hero.
Okay. And at Sakura Martial Arts, you both train civilians and also, security personnel, bodyguards. Tell us a bit more about that as well.
Yes, basically, since I was here on your studio last year, there were some changes that we have. First of all, on 27th of January, Saturday, we're celebrating 3 years for Sakura Martial Arts in Kenya. It's going to be in Lavington open door class, free of charge. The registration can be done through the website by email. There's a limited spaces. The second event is going to be on 27th of February. We're launching Women's Self-Defense Seminar for hours. Also, all the details on the website. Last time I told you that I'm doing security consultancy for one of the security companies. I was doing working with Wells Fargo. Now we're even moving forward. Wells Fargo improving professionalism of the ERT crew. ERT is Emergency Response Team Alarms. So I'm telling this guy how to go forward. One more thing is, as you mentioned, we're training bodyguards. I'm also bodyguard instructor. I just want to small view of the bodyguard world. Bodyguard is not only big body and strong physical options of the personnel. It's also intelligent skills. It's also have to be very clever. It's how to walk with the VIP. It's where to stay, how to look around, the security awareness, how to learn the opponent. It's a long, intensive course. It's a very difficult course, but it's very interesting. Okay. So also we're now doing these courses. And the last thing, Shadow around the world is also growing. We call us family, because Sakura Martial Arts is a family. All the students, we are together. We're one big family. Students around the world who done Shadow, it's also one big family. So the last big project, it was France policeman department. It was Ukraine Parliament bodyguards, and there was, of course, Congo military.
Okay. And you've said something very interesting there, and we could touch on that just a bit when it comes even to one getting a bodyguard. Can you have a bodyguard who's not that big yet still effective, or is physical size mandatory in order to be in security?
Absolutely, yes. It's not necessary to have to be very big body. You have to be clever, you have to be quick, you need to know the right skills, the right procedures, and to do your job in the best way.
Okay. So it's also very much to do with how mentally you're on the job and not necessarily what you're doing physically. Okay, now let's talk about self-defense, because that's exactly what we're talking about, because we've seen very many instances, and like we were talking about as we began, very many instances where people are leaving the ATM and they're caught in a chokehold, and these type of scenarios have become very many, phones being snatched on the streets, and these are issues that if somebody had a bit of self-defense skills, they'd be able to prevent that from happening.
Yes.
So with Krav Maga, from my understanding, that's exactly what it teaches you, how to finish that in 3 seconds or less. You're not there for 5 minutes.
Yes, Krav Maga is teaching you how to survive, how to finish the fight in few seconds, and Shadow Krav Maga focusing, maybe also you can avoid the fight before it's even starting.
Before you even start?
Yes.
Okay, that's very interesting. And for those coming to learn self-defense, what's the age range in your class? How's a youngest student? Who's the oldest student that you have?
In Israel, we're training also from 5 years old.
5 years old?
Yes. I'm trying to train from 12 and above, up to 78 years old. Anybody who's ready, the door of our dojo of the school is always opened.
So you're never too old. Even at 70, you can come and learn.
As I told you, I have students with one arm. We have disabled students in Israel that are training. Sorry. So there's absolutely no age limit. There's no limit with fitness level. It's suitable for everybody.
Okay. Okay, fine.
I just would like to concentrate on one more thing. People after the interview asking me and calling me and saying, Sensei Yuli, why are you showing only basic skills? Why every time you're coming to the show, it's only basic, basic, basic? So today, if you don't mind, I will open just a bit, a small door of some other techniques that we're also doing. Part of the things, by the way, I would like to show, when we're training special forces, it's became very popular. It's calling karambit knife. This is the plastic version of the knife. This is the metallic knife. It's for special forces. It's not sharp. It's still for training. And we have this kind of tactic knife. It became also very popular in the world of policemen and special forces. So this is also part of the things that we're doing.
Well, okay, let me jump on that as well. So if I come to the dojo, at some point of my progression, as I learn Krav Maga, will I be using this?
Not in dojo. This is basically for special courses, VIP survival course, bodyguard, policemen, military, these kind of things for special policing forces.
Okay. So probably if you're in the special force or doing security, that's when you have to learn how to deal with this. Okay. So we'll go to the other side of the studio, of course, learn a bit of the basics on that front, and then also proceed as to open the door as to what happens on the expert side of Krav Maga.
I will try to do it in a middle speed, that people will also try to understand what we're doing. And the only thing, the advanced thing, don't try to do it at home.
Do not try it at home?
Absolutely not.
Okay, fine. So I can see Fidelis is waiting for us on the other side. He's raring to go.
We're taking the knives. This is not sharp knife, it's a training knife. Again, as I said earlier, it can make damages to the body. It's hurt when it's going inside, but it's completely not making any serious injuries.
Let me check it out. Okay, yes, it is indeed true. But like you said, even with excess pressure, you will feel the pain.
Yes, if you manage to get inside the body, student body, you can feel it's painful. And of course, if you get it inside, that means you didn't manage your exercise.
Exactly, that's homework.
Yes.
That's the test. Okay, then we move to the other side.
Fidelis is one of my students. He's training with me almost 2.5 years, 3 years. As we can see, he only Q7. It's yellow belt and next step straight. This is what I'm saying. I'm telling, after even almost 3 years, he's still before even the 50% of the levels. Because we're trying to put more effort on the basics and not what's happening later.
To make sure the foundation is really strong.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't mind, please hold the knives. I will start again from the basics because again we want people will learn. And I want to talk about women's self-defense right now.
Okay.
I'm growing, by the way, my hair because of my women students. They're asking me, Yuli, we cannot grab your hair.
Okay.
So now you can. So again, somebody grabbing your hair or even grabbing your hair doesn't matter. Grab my hair, please. You're coming with the right hand, okay, under. And you're coming with left hand on top. And the only thing you can do is to take him outside. The same thing is happening here. Grab me here. I'm coming with my right hand. I'm coming under his hand. I'm putting my left hand on top, and I'm creating like butterfly. Okay? From here, I'm grabbing the hand. The only thing I'm doing, I'm moving my feet and my body to the right. And here it's very painful. I can also escape. From here, if I'm moving forward, I can also go. By the way, this is already advanced technique. We are coming to arrest. So as you can see, even the basic skills from the basic women's self-defense, okay, I'm outside. I can already come and to do something more advanced. And from here, I can take the opponent outside, the door outside, the office outside, the facility. So that's what I'm saying. The basic is the fundament and the most important thing.
Okay. And it seems like also it's very self-defense driven in the sense that it comes in situations where, because like with ladies, most of the times in a fight, whether in a public setting or wherever, they'll always grab their hair.
Most of the time.
Most of the
yes.
times.
Yes.
And one thing I'd like to know, because it seems like when you're doing it to Fidelis, this motion works because you're bigger than him and you have, in terms of physical size, that motion actually feels, it looks easy because you're big. What if it was the reverse? What if it was Fidelis who you had grabbed? Okay, he doesn't have the hair for now, but if you grabbed him by the shirt, is the technique still as effective on a bigger person?
Let's try to do it.
Okay, please.
Give me the knife, please. Fidelis, please come. Grab his very nice jacket. So again, you're coming with the right hands under his hands. Let's turn around to the cameras a bit.
Okay.
You're coming under. The left hand you're putting on top, you're creating like butterfly.
The butterfly.
From here, you're just moving your hips and the shoulder to the right and you're using the arm to push him.
So I just go like that?
That's it.
So it's regardless of size, it's actually the principle. Let's do that again. So he goes under there, it's like a butterfly, and just move with the hips.
Correct. You just need to know how to work with your body, and that's why 6 months is for the first exam. I'm teaching a lot movements how to work with the body. This is also why we're working with Boken. In many schools around the world, sword allowed from the brown belt or black belt. I prefer to teach even the white belt students how to work with Boken with the sword, because it's teaching you how to to move with your body, how you can work with all the hips, with all entire body, because everything where you're going, advanced skills, when we're talking about special forces, everything is in the hips, everything is in the body.
Okay.
I would like to show one more thing.
Okay.
Basically, this exercise is good for the gun holders. We're teaching people who have a gun around the world how to use this technique, but it can be also good if somebody trying to steal a wallet from you. And I'm going to show you the exercise. Let's assume I'm a gun holder. I have a gun license, I'm allowed to carry a gun. I'm walking in the street, the opponent running behind me trying to pull the gun and to steal it. When he's putting the hand, what I have to do, let's turn around, but first we'll make it step by step. When somebody putting hands and trying to steal.
To grab something from your back pocket.
Let's talk about the gun right now. I'm grabbing the hands. From the other side, I'm coming and giving him punch with the elbow. From here, continue the movement. I'm turning him around. Of course, if I have a gun, I can withdraw and I can arrest him. The same technique can be used if somebody trying to steal something from your pocket. Let's turn around, please, Fidelis. One more time. You're trying to take something from the pocket. Right now, I don't have pockets, but I'm not walking like this on the street. Again, you're pushing the hands, you tied it, you're coming with the elbow to the face, you continue your movement, you turn him around. From here, you can push and run away.
You run away.
So
In less than 3 seconds, because that's, just make sure you get
if you
that
do it
distance
quick,
and go.
yes, it's 1 or 2 seconds.
Okay, okay. And these are all moves, because very many times people have snatched their phones or their wallets,
Yes.
and you really don't know what to do at that particular point.
Yes, absolutely. One more thing, I'm always showing this exercise because it's very simple. Somebody trying to choke you. So one more time, please choke me, please, Fidelis. When somebody choking you, yes, many people try to fight, trying to punch, to hit, to remove yourself. But again, don't forget, somebody can be very strong. Okay? He can go to the gym for many years, he's very strong, he will not release you just like this. So how you can do it from here? As you can see, if the camera can come closer, sorry for this, you have this point here. I don't know if you see it, where I'm pointing. Do you see this point? Okay. So what I'm doing here, this. I'm coming with 2 fingers, and I'm
Right
pushing
in
it
there.
inside. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just pushing inside, and it's extremely painful. Okay.
No matter how big you are, no matter
Absolutely.
how many years
If
you've
you
gone
have
to the
somebody
gym,
big here in the studio, you can try it.
they've all run away. They're all out the door.
Okay? So
All the big guys have
just
gone.
learn the skills again. You're choking, the only thing I'm doing, I'm pushing, now you can run away. I'm always saying, don't fight if you don't know how to fight. You manage to escape, run away. Now have a look how this exercise, as a basics, can take you forward for more advanced exercises.
Please do that a bit slower, because I just saw Fidelis on the ground.
Again, from here, I'm surrendering. I'm doing the same motion. He's just moving a bit. I'm continue my movement. I'm already behind. What is shadow? Shadow is to be the shadow of the opponent. Shadow is how to be behind. He cannot attack somebody he can't see. From here, I can just take him down. I can take him down this way. I can also to proceed to arrest. here he's mine. I can remove the phone, I can call for the help, I can also arrest him. So there's from the basic to moving forward.
And at that expert level, I didn't even see the part where you had actually put your finger in between the bones on his neck. I hadn't seen that. I just saw your hand going up.
Yeah, this is part of the skills. Then there's one more exercise that I'm always showing as a basic, somebody grabbing you with two hands. So in the basic, in the first 6 months, I'm teaching people how to do this. Because here, now he's under my control. I can come behind him, now we can talk. Okay?
Now you can talk.
Now we can talk. I will try to cool him down. Let's don't fight. Okay? As a more advanced technique, let's turn around this way, please. As a more advanced technique, grab me again. I can just take him down. You see what I'm doing? I'm also going to his feet. One more time. One. I'm going to his feet. I'm taking down. From here, I'm coming behind. I'm controlling the neck, controlling the body. Now, if you don't mind, I will ask for the knife. Of course, we're also training knife again knife. This is for special forces especially. Please hold one knife. The most important thing, as I told you, is the movement. How we're walking with the body. We have 9 movements. How you should walk. I'm going to show you only a few. I want Fidelis to start this movement, okay? So the first thing, I'm moving outside. Very simple. The second, I'm moving inside. Very simple. Then I'm moving forward. Then I'm moving forward this way. In the fast view, it will look like this. 1, 2, 3, okay? And from here, you can do so many things. From here, you can do a lot of manipulations. But everything is the basic. Everything.
And the movements look
is
so
how
fluid.
You're moving around the opponent.
Wow. And it all has to do with your body movement.
Absolutely, yes. As you see, I'm working with the hips mostly. See where I am? I'm moving without my hands. I'm just moving outside.
And like you said, the point of the shadow is always to make sure you get yourself to be the shadow of your opponent.
Yes.
Or
As you
trying
see,
to
I'm
attack
always trying to be
behind.
behind. You see the knife? Now, this is already security skills.
Wow.
Because security, yes, I can do this. But what is the point? I don't want to kill person. I want to be in full control, in professional way, to take the knife and still to take him to the place he's supposed to be there. And the last thing I want to show, small fight with the knife. 3 movements. See where I am? I'm always trying to be behind. One more time. See what I'm doing here? Again. I'm reflecting the knife. Now have a look. Let's turn around to the camera. What I'm teaching people how to be close to the opponent. Because if you're far, he can come once. Now he can change. I'm giving him more options for more attack.
So you have to close the distance.
Yes. If I'm closing the distance, what he can do from here? Only this. I even don't have to block him. He can't reach me. He must go back to attack me one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that's very interesting because with the human psyche, when somebody attacks you with a knife, automatically you want to create the distance instead of closing it.
And this is the big part of shadow. As I told you, it's based on ninjutsu. We're teaching people how to, not only physical skills, there's a lot of psychology skills. How to manipulate opponents.
Okay.
Security personnel, when we're training, we're teaching how to manipulate.
Okay. Okay. Might you need this next knife?
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, fine. So, and if you said, as we wind up, we'd also like to know that open day, where can they come and probably get to test this and, you know, decide if they want to do this for 2018? Why is it happening once again?
Again, it's, my English is sometimes is not enough.
Which area of Nairobi? Is it Lavington and Karen?
We have classes in Karen and we have classes in Lavington. In Lavington is 4 days a week. In Karen is twice a week. The full information is on our website.
On the website?
Yeah, it's www.kravmagakenya.com.
Okay.
One word.
Okay, so if they want details on the open day,
Yes.
on the women's self-defense classes, they can get all of that there?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know whether it's proper form, also with Krav Maga. Do you bow after the class?
You're saying us.
Us.
Us is respect in Japanese. You
Okay.
respect yourself. Your respect is starting from yourself. You respect
Okay.
yourself. You respect your teacher. You respect the place where you're training. And of course, you respect all our students.
Okay, thank you so much. Us.
Us.
Okay, and we face the camera. Us. We'll be right back. Don't go too far.